Everybody, it is Ben with Red Barn. I wanted to put this video together real quick because I got something happening that never happens. Typically, I don't. I quit wearing respirators and dust masks years ago because I use a lot of Festool extractors and they take care of all the dust. And when I do run the big machines, the CNCs, I have extraction units on all those. So typically, it's never a problem. Now, back before I had extractors, I used to have issues where when I was running walnut, if it got too dusty, it get pretty rough. And so I wore cans or dust masks when I was, in my beginning stages when the sawdust got real heavy or it was real heavy sanding or I was running a leveling sled. But today, I'm leveling up a big, massive slab of Brazilwood or Brazilwood, and it is a huge slab. It's giant. It's like 50 inches across and 8 feet long. It's a big slab. But I've been working with it, and the sawdust is so fine. There it starts. The sawdust is so fine that my extractor can't keep up with it. I've never worked with wood before. That has such a, I don't know, effect. I want to show you a picture of this thing. We're going to run it, but holy crap. I haven't been running it for 10 minutes. The dust is clearing out of the room, and you can see what it's doing to me. This is the most, it's not like it smells bad, but it is the most aggressive. I don't even know how to describe it. Like, I'm allergic to white pine pollen and white pine dust, and it doesn't do this to me. So I've been wearing a mask because I am near vomiting from the dust. It is an unbelievable reaction. It is so wild. It's not that it smells bad. It kind of smells like cigars. But this slab, let me get a picture of it. This slab back here that I have on my CNC machine is Brazilwood or Brazil. I don't know if I'm saying it right, but it's sawdust coming off the CNC machine. The CNC can't keep, extractor can't keep up with it. And it's even getting through my mask, and still it's burning my nostrils down into my lungs. And like I said, I haven't run for 10 minutes trying to let air out in here. But that thing, it is the most, like I said, it doesn't smell bad, but it is the most somehow agitating sawdust I've ever worked with. Ever. But I'm going to go ahead and keep running this thing. I'm going to show some video of it, but you can see what it's doing to me here. The extractor can't keep up with it because the sawdust is so fine. So between passes of leveling, I have to vacuum the whole thing off, or it gets so dusty and hazy in here, I can't even function. And this is the first time this has ever happened to me. I've been woodworking for over 10 years now. I have never encountered a wood with such an agitating sawdust. I actually took my dogs out of here because it's bothering me so much. I can't imagine what it's doing to them. So I'm going to keep videoing this. I'm going to level this up, and I guess you guys can see if I end up throwing up. So let's give it a shot. All right. I don't know if you guys can see this in the video, but you can see there's these low spots here that I'm trying to take out. We're just leveling this slab. It's finally aired out enough in here for me to be able to talk. we're just leveling this slab up. I put a frame on the bottom of it so that it's holding it flat, and just trying to get this squared away for a tabletop for a real wonderful couple that I know. And they got this wood not from me. It's like I said, it's out of Brazil. It's an exotic. It's the first time I've ever worked with it, but it is pungent's not the right word. It is very agitating to the senses, is the best way to put it. I had to dig my daughter's mask out because I couldn't find mine. So I'm going to fire this thing up and we're going to run it for a little bit. Let's see if I'm not going to throw it because it's making me sick. I'm going to throw it because it's making me gag. And I haven't thrown up in a decade. So let's see how this works out, everybody. All right, everybody. While I'm running this slab, I'll describe to you what I'm doing exactly here. A lot of people have used leveling jigs. There's a lot of different brands out there. There's a lot of makers that have their own brands. I found all that stuff to be pretty unreliable. So I ended up buying the CNC machine years and years ago, specifically just to level slabs. I know that it's a pretty basic function for such a big machine, but I was having so many problems just getting the slabs at the level that I wanted them to be. I'm kind of some people might call a perfectionist as far as that goes. So what I'm doing right now is, I know that there's different ways to do it, but I'm running the CNC in a jog function, so it's all manual. And the reason I do that is that when you're leveling big slabs like this, you get high points and low points, and I don't trust the programming to be able to deal with this, especially when you're dealing with different woods, different exotics. You get hard spots in the wood, and the bit will, default out, and it'll stop running, or it'll gouge the wood, and you have to be able to stop in an instant. And computers just don't have that capability. AI doesn't have that capability, and it never will, because you can't replace human craftsmen with machines. So that's why I'm running this right now manual. You can see how dusty it's getting. It's getting super dusty, and I can tell you it was already starting to bother me. I'll stop talking. You can see I coughed right there. It's already getting through my mask. The sawdust was so fine, absolutely so fine. But as I'm running this thing, you can see I'm just going back and forth. I'm taking out the high spots, trying to get everything down to the same uniform thickness, so that this table is absolutely perfect. It's one of the things that I am really passionate about, is having my tabletops be absolutely perfectly flat. There are a lot of challenges you have to deal with, obviously, when you're working with big pieces of wood. I actually went to a big woodworking show yesterday, a furniture show yesterday, and I found that I am one of the few people, at least in this region, who is doing for real live edge work. Everybody that had pieces at this thing, and it was a very large show. It was a lot of different furniture builders, as far as companies, like companies that do large amounts of furniture. And I want to say there was 75 vendors there, maybe 80. Nobody for their live edge pieces were doing full live edge pieces. They were taking live edge pieces, cutting them down the middle, and then adding a bunch of pieces in the middle to, I'm assuming, either to cut cost or to make the wood more stable. So there are a lot of challenges with these big slab pieces like this. And you can see, oh, I'm coming over to check the camera because my music stopped. That's always annoying for me. So I'm going to let this continue to run here, and you get to enjoy the sound of this CNC going. And leave in the comments if you think I'm going to puke on this. It was not fun running this piece. It was very agitating to the senses. Like I said, nose, lungs, eyes were burning. It felt like I had been, I've never been maced, but it felt like a low-grade tear gas. I have been around tear gas, unfortunately. I did to go to college. So the every once in a while they would tear gas parties, but that's another story. Anyways, enjoy this one, and be sure to watch all the way to the end. Also, just as a reminder, please like and subscribe here on the YouTube. All sorts of great content coming out on here. Also, please check out redbarnhomefurnishings.com. We are always taking custom orders. All you have to do is fill out the submission form, send it to us, and we'll get started on your custom order. Or you can buy some of the standard products. We're rolling out with all sorts of great new stuff. So please be sure to check out redbarnhomefurnishings.com. Subscribe and like here on YouTube. Also check out our TikTok, red_barn_home, and our Instagram, also red_barn_home, and see what we're doing every day. All right, thanks. All right, everybody. Now is the time of the reveal here. I left my mask on for you guys to see um, if I did puke or not, which telling you that was unbelievable. I've never experienced anything like that. But I can tell you, uh, so much just ear yuck, yuck. No puke, but a crap load of snot. So gross. I have never experienced anything like that ever. That sawdust is so fine and so agitating to your senses. My nose was just absolutely on fire down into my lungs, and I was wearing that mask the whole time. Granted, it's not like a full can; it's all I have. But razor masks uh, typically at least keep you sealed up enough. That was unreal. Brazilwood, Pa Brazil. I don't know how to say it. It's the first time I've worked with the wood. It's an exotic. Had a customer got this slab and needed it leveled out, and it looks like I need one more pass to get it totally level. But you could see my extractor could not keep up with it in any way, shape, or form. It was still getting through the mask and making me cough. I came in here so I could actually speak. But it's going to be a really cool table. I'm excited to continue to work with it. It's just, wow. So, moral of the story is always be prepared. You know, I've never had anything like this happen as far as agitating uh, my sinuses like that. And it was, you know, they were on fire. It was like breathing in tear gas. Um, Closest I could come up with. That's the best way to put it. Is like breathing in low grade tear gas. Um, that was unreal. But I got one more pass to make on it. I'll make sure I post another video of that table being done and some pictures of it being done. But thanks for watching this. Unfortunately, I didn't throw up. I felt like I was going to a couple times, coughing pretty hard. The burning and everything. But I appreciate you watching the video. Be sure to subscribe and follow here on YouTube. Check us out on redbarnhomefurnishings.com. Do all sorts of great custom work there. You can make custom orders there. Also, check us out on Instagram, TikTok. Give us a follow, like, share, all that stuff, so I can keep making cool custom furniture and continue to work with all sorts of crazy exotics like this that apparently I wouldn't say I'm allergic to it, but man, that shit is agitating to my senses. So everybody have a great day. Take it easy.